Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying 4 brands of apple pies to see which one has the most filling and the best flavor, just the best all-around pie. We have the Village PieMaker apple pie. We have the Great Value, which is Walmart brand. We have a Mrs. Smith's. And we have a Marie Callender. Now, there are different types of pie. For example, Marie Callender has like an apple.
It's a Dutch apple.
A Dutch apple.
It has like a crumble on top.
Right. So we chose pies, apple pies that had all similar tops to them so that it would be a fair competition. The prices, I'm going to go ahead and give you the prices now. The Village PieMaker is a 3-pound pie. And it was $15.99 at Meijer. The Great Value is a 2-pound, 2-ounce pie, and it was $5.87 at Walmart. The Mrs. Smith's is a 2-pound, 5-ounce pie, and it was $5.49 at Save-A-Lot. The Marie Callender's is a 42-ounce, 2-pound, 10-ounce pie, and it was $7.49 at Meijer. So the most expensive pie is the Village PieMaker.
And it's literally twice as much as the most expensive other pie.
Yeah, so it is $15.99. It is the heaviest, though. It is 3 pounds. It is a 3-pound pie. And then the cheapest pie was the Mrs. Smith's pie, and that was the $5.49 pie from Save-A-Lot. So I'm going to take each of these out right now and show them to you so that we can see them how they look. So this is the Village PieMaker, and I can just keep this one out of the box because this is the first one we're going to be baking anyway. Believe it or not, all 4 of these pies bake on different temperatures. So it's not like we can put them all in the oven at one time because we are going to bake them exactly the way they say to bake them. So the Village PieMaker, we're going to bake it first because you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then you remove frozen pie from plastic. So let's see, is this like a DiGiorno pizza? Yes, it is. Look at here.
You like the little plastic bags.
I do like that. I think that's so nice. So what we've done is we have taken a piece of parchment paper and we put it on a baking sheet. That way, if it runs over, I don't have to worry about it getting stuck to the baking sheet. So you're going to take it out, and that is a heavy pie. And you're going to lay it here. And this one is going to bake for 75 to 90 minutes. So I will probably set my timer for like 80 minutes and check it. And then when it comes out, I will show you each one of these as they come out. And I'll tell you how long we actually let them bake. So that one is at 350 degrees we're going to go for 80 minutes at first. Okay. Now I'm going to show you all these other ones, and then while the first one is baking, I will put these back in the freezer. I just want to show them to you. We'll make sure they're good and frozen. Okay, so this is the Great Value, and I'm just going to leave it in the plastic for now. This one is going to bake for 375 for 55 to 65 minutes. When it comes out, like I said, I'll let you know how long we left it. The Mrs. Smith's has a pull tab. It did work. It did work. Okay. The Mrs. Smith's says to bake it at 400 degrees.
And I'm thinking you have to cut slits in this one.
Yes, you cut 4 slits in the top of the crust. So we're going to put 4 slits right here with a knife. But you bake it for 45 to 55 minutes. And then the Marie Callender, does it have a pull tab? No. Okay, so the Marie Callender, and this is called lattice apple. That just means it's a little bit fancy on top like that. But you're going to bake that. You're going to turn your oven to 425. And this one is going to bake for 60 to 70 minutes. So as each one of these come out, I will be showing them to you. Just remember the Mrs. Smiths, I am going to cut some slits. All of the other ones already have slits in them. Look, that looks like the Walmart logo.
It does.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
Maybe.
Look, there's the Walmart thing.
Plus there's six of them.
Okay, and then there's 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they totally did that on purpose.
Oh my gosh. Okay, like a hidden Mickey. But that clearly that is the smallest one. It looks smaller. But we'll show you these as they come out. So this is the Village PieMaker pie. It was in for a total of 1 hour and 25 minutes. So this is the Great Value, the Walmart brand pie, and it was in the oven for 58 minutes. So this is the Mrs. Smith's pie, and it was in for exactly 50 minutes. This was the Marie Callender's pie, and it was in for exactly 65 minutes. The Village PieMaker, you're supposed to get 10 slices. The Great Value, you're supposed to get 8 servings. The Mrs. Smith's is the one that I had to put the cuts in the top, so I'm just going to cut along that. But you are supposed to get 8 pieces of this one. In the Marie Callender's, you are supposed to get 10 slices. Try them in the order that we made them. The Village PieMaker was first. This says it is an American classic using Granny Smith apple filling made in small batches. This is actually produced in Omaha, Nebraska. And for a tenth of the pie, it's 340 calories.
They all smell good, just to let you know.
Yeah, it smells really good in here. If I can pick my piece up, I'm gonna be like you I'm gonna be like you and use my finger. Maybe. No.
I had to. That thick crust. Back in the back.
Mm-hmm. Kevin and I really like crust.
Mm-hmm.
So the crust needs to be on point.
That's a nice flavor of apple.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of cinnamon in there. It's cooked really well. It's really tender apples.
The apples to me there's a little bit of a tartness to them. The pieces are nice. They're easy. It's easy to eat. They're very well cooked.
Yeah, it's nice. There's no soggy bottom on the pie crust. Nice flavor. It does have a little tartness to the apple.
There is a little bit, yes, there is a tartness to that apple.
But I guess that's the Granny Smith apples. It's giving a little.
Could be. So it is. It is sweet, of course, but I'm wondering if some of the other ones aren't going to come across as sweeter because of that tartness.
Could be.
We'll see. Okay, this one is the Great Value. This is the Walmart brand apple pie. No artificial preservatives. No high fructose corn syrup. This do not refreeze. Refrigerate after baking for up to 3 days. This is 300 calories for 1/8 of the pie. That sounds a little crunchier.
The apples are. Wait till you taste it.
Oh.
It's like, what's wrong with it?
Oh.
That tastes weird, doesn't it? I might take another one just to make sure I'm not crazy.
You're not. I got it too. I do want some of that crust.
If you're eating it by itself, I don't know that you would notice it.
I would.
I think you would.
I would know
It's
that
very
that wasn't good. I'd be like, oh, where did you get that apple pie?
Don't buy that one.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
That's not very good. The apples are okay, but
I like the crust.
yeah. And the apples are not the big hunts like the Village's one. They're tiny pieces.
I like the crust. The apples are, I think they're crunchier.
They're definitely not as cooked as much, but there's also just a funky flavor.
There is, yes, and it must be maybe in the goo part.
Yeah, like
there's
the cinnamon,
something,
sugar, and all that stuff.
Yes, there's something that comes across as bizarre
Very weird,
sharp,
yeah.
and it takes away the enjoyment of eating.
Yeah, it's sharp like in a chemical like you shouldn't be eating, not sharp as in a tart apple.
Okay.
This is next one.
Mrs. Smith's is
Big hunks of apple, by the way.
let's see. Mrs. Smith's is Minnesota. An eighth of the pie is 340 calories. This is big pieces of apple.
Mm-hmm. I like the Village PieMaker. It had kind of big pieces of apple too.
No artificial sweeteners.
Nice and sweet.
No artificial dyes. No high fructose corn syrup.
The crust is nice and fine.
I haven't had the crust, let's see. I don't think you get as many pieces of actual apple
It doesn't seem like
in
it,
this one.
but it says a really nice flavor though. Mm-hmm. You also got to remember, it's like a third of the cost of that.
Mm-hmm. It is.
But like literally, you could buy 3 of these for one of those.
Mm-hmm.
The PieMaker.
You're truly though, you're not getting as much apple in that either. You're getting more of that goo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that.
I like it.
For me personally, that has been the sweetest one we've had. And there's been no like, you don't get any like tartness or anything from those apples at all because you didn't get very many to begin with.
No, but you do. I think you do get plenty.
But yes, it's plenty. If someone served that to you, I think you'd be very happy with it because you're not going to be comparing it to anything else. Now the lettuce, the only thing I do have to say about the lettuce is that when you cut it, it comes apart different because it has that it's made with that lattice work, so it does come apart differently when you take it out of the pan. Okay, so lattice apple pie, and if they have one that's just regular apple pie, not lettuce, I didn't see it other than that one with the crumble on the top.
The Dutch.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is made by ConAgra in Chicago, Illinois. This says it's a tenth of the pie is 340 calories. All right.
I think that has like one of the best crusts.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has that toasty crust flavor, whereas the Village PieMaker was good, but this one has that toasty kind of flavor.
Uh-huh. The Marie Callender, oh yeah, the Marie Callender wins for the crust. 100%. I think the Marie Callender, it has that just a little bit of scald on it.
Uh-huh.
Like it's not burned, but it's just a little, there's more of a toasted flavor to it. Where it baked. I love the flavor of the apples. Mm-hmm. It's all sweet.
Some of the apples are pretty decent size too, because I got like, yeah, that's a pretty good size apple. If I could get this one.
Mm-hmm. Still think the Mrs. Smith is the sweetest.
Yeah, but it doesn't have as many apples in it.
No, and it doesn't. The crust isn't as good as the Marie Callender's.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Village PieMaker.
I tell you what, that Village PieMaker is all.
Notice how neither one of us are going back to the Great Value.
No, it tastes funny. I think I have which one I would buy.
I do too. Hold on.
I think we're gonna agree.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Great Value's not even in the running.
No,
Walmart.
It's terrible.
It's not good. I don't know what happened. Sorry, Walmart, but it's just not good.
Let me just say it this way: Walmart has the Walmart and the Marie Callender's right next to each other. Just get the Marie Callender.
Yeah, you'll spend more money.
It's $1,000.
Yeah.
It's not even a lot of money. It's like $2.
Yeah, you need to spend the money so that you're not embarrassed to serve that to people.
That's awful.
It's really bad. Nobody's gonna think, oh, you made that yourself. No, if you did, it's terrible. So Great Value's last. So that's 4th place. 3rd place, I'm gonna say, is the Village PieMaker, which is shocking to me.
I agree though.
Because it is an expensive pie.
And we've had their pies before, and they're very good pies.
Yes, on its own, it's good if you're not comparing it to anything else.
Exactly.
So the Village PieMaker is going to be number 2.
So this word is where we may be different.
I'm going to say Mrs. Smith is the number 2,
Okay.
and Marie Callender's number 1.
We agree.
That's it.
Yeah.
Marie Callender wins this one.
You know why I like the Marie Callender though is not only did the crust was wonderful, the apples have more of a cinnamon flavor.
Well, and I do like the Mrs. Smith's is really nice and sweet through and through, but the Marie Callender's is sweet as well.
Like I said, it has more of a cinnamon flavor too.
Yeah, neither one of these have that tartness that the Great Value and the Dutch, what's it called? The Village PieMaker.
I think the Village PieMaker's is ruined by that.
Yeah, it's the apples.
It's a little too tart.
The apples are tart. In that one, the apples are tart in the Great Value. The Mrs. Smith's and the Marie Callender's are very sweet. Mrs. Smith's is a little bit more sweet, but Marie Callender is sweet and it has a terrific crust. Marie Callender all day long wins.
I agree.
Which is so funny because if you've watched some other reviews that have had included Marie Callender didn't win in those videos. So that just goes to show you have to try each kind. And then you have to have a log in your mind. Okay, which one did I like the best out of the pumpkin pies?
Right.
Out of the pecan pies? Okay, who has the best apple pies?
Keep a list.
Because it's gonna, you're gonna need a running list because it does vary. It really does. But I think we just saved a lot of people a lot of money from buying that Village PieMaker.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad unless you like a tart apple pie. If you like a tart apple pie, you'll love that. Get it. But
without as much sweetness.
Yeah, I like a sweet, like a sugary sweet pie. And either one of these would be good, but Marie Callender's because the crust is so good that just pushes it over the edge.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So I hope this helps you out. I know that this video was a little bit of a long one, but I definitely think it's worth doing. And
it was a little bit long making it too because the pies had to be.
It was an all day thing. Yes, yes. I had started early. Yes, it was a process. Believe me. But the Marie Callender's. Let me see one more time how long that took. 425. So this was the highest temperature one. And this one cooked for exactly, I think it was exactly 65 minutes. So, yeah, so not even as long. That one, the Village PieMaker, it took like an hour and a half or something. It was ridiculous. So, not only are you saving money, but you're also saving time by not getting that. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be lots of pictures for you at the end. And thanks for watching.